NFL on EA Sports. The Baltimore Ravens taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Baltimore Ravens. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
He's brought down.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 11 carries, 56 yards.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now. Number 3 in the league in rushing, within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that too.
And to give this time to the tailback. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Now a handoff working right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
He's brought down.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, you know, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the others, you said, had a chance to get on the field and didn't get it done. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Bear. And they're waving pressure too much. Down he goes.
There's been a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Byer. He's going to sling this deep down. He's got it at the 15. And he takes it all the way down to the 15. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Seahawks. For 55 yards. That pass was heavily defended on 3rd down, but you know what? He's one of the best in the league at body control, and he showed you why there.
So what that tells you is that the guy throwing the football understands his guys, doesn't he? Give them a chance, put it up there, and realize that even in a battle, they're more than likely to come down with the football.
And on this challenge, the rest.
After review of the play,
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination of whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. From the gun, Bear. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So out now is the Seattle field goal team. And his kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead.
Seahawks 3, Ravens nothing.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. And out will come the leader of this offense. And that, of course, is their signal caller.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
They go over the middle, and it's It's complete to start the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple. The numbers for him from a week ago: 6 catches, 57 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Posey. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
This one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and 11 now. From the gun, Posey. Throwing the save complete. It's Douglas. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harrington. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
With the score, Seahawks 3, Ravens 0.
On 2nd down, Mason. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good...
Got it, man, it's caught for the Ravens touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the lead. On this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive.
And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side.
Maybe a little gas,
right?
Yeah,
a little tired. If nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Running back. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Now the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. That time a 6-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Throwing on first down. Posey. The kicker here is complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
First
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 16 more on that one and another first down. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to, when you want to. That play call is working very well for them right now. Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
He's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 22. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They run the option here on 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Well, the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point attempt to come here. Makes it 14-10. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown.
14. Seahawks 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. First down, Dyer, and incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and he took the ball off course.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Complete.
First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
16 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And the Seahawks first down.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Half. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Now this will make it into the end zone, and the half will begin with a touchback. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. First and 10. Posey firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Incomplete. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here, so for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
The Ravens send their punter out now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
Give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He's tackled at the
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
tackle made at his 48-yard line.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll roll him out right. He finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just one but two Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 7'5".
Now you talk about the playmaker, Michael Irvin, and the guy who just made plays, Charlie Joyner. And that's what we're seeing here. Similar style in terms of being dependable, being open, and turning it into plays that you remember.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Looking to throw on second down. There. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. From 17 yards out, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it all culminates with a Seattle score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw. Posey. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
He's got a first down inside the midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
48-yard line.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Posey. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 3rd down. Massey. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack, because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
They'll run on first down. Massey, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. To throw on 2nd down. Posey. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Posey, and he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing on first down. Posey. This is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Charles, this one, not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Byer. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Bear. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of the 1st down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down. Trailing in the 4th quarter, they got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Meyer. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Operating from the gun. Bear being chased out left. He'll try and run it. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. On 1st down, Posey. This is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now Throwing on first down and completing it. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. From the gun, Posey. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Operating from the gun, Posey. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
That's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Looking to throw on second down. Posey. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Ravens are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
And he puts it through. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Rolling to his right. He's got his man on a crossing route. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. He's back to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the Ravens' 43-yard line.
Back to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Back to throw. They'll tussle for it caught. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Seahawks, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.